Hello everyone, my name is Armin and welcome to my gaming channel. I'll be continuing my Let's with the series of Age of Wonders Planetfall. I'm playing as Oswald Pierce, a outbound synthesis commander, and currently we are at war with two Kirko players, both Kirihus Call and Protokos Rax, and we are also already
Operations primed and ready.
we also started the countdown for where is it here? For the Unifier victory now. We got 14 turns left. If I manage to finish one war or both of them, then this would provide enough for winning this. I'm also sending one scout here to the colony of Conwit, and I'm willing to try and annex this colony and then to annex this dwelling, and this will put that countdown timer even lower, and that's something that I want to do. Right here I've captured the city of Biscuda, and now I will start marching on the capital here. Ko. My ally Melissan Tati has captured the colony here, Zunquora, and if everything goes right, then I should be able to finish this war quite fast with this one, and then this will leave the other Kirko player here to the south. Alright, so that's my plan for now, and now I'm gonna go and keep my heroes on standby right now, and let's end turn. Let's see what happens here. Now I've been playing a lot offline in the meantime, with different ways with different factions, and I managed to work out some better strategy regarding the cosmite spending and also other things. What happened here? Alliance no longer controls two friendly colonies? What happened here? Got this dwelling here. Wait a second. Do you mean that? What happened here? For some reason, the Ottomans entered war with me again? Can't tell why. That's the reason behind that. Okay, that complicated things a lot. That's not something that I was expecting right now, so that changes my plans quite drastically there. I'm not sure whether
Operations primed and ready.
made an operation against me or something else happened. Can't tell right now. What was that about? Right, if so, then I suppose I'm gonna go and make an internal purge and see if there's anything going on over here, because that was strange, at least.
Empire task completed. Production ready.
Alright, so in the meantime I'm gonna go upgrading my cities further on. Alright, now. Since she's captured this colony there, I suppose it's a good idea to send her somewhere else. This structure can be defended. Alright, if you could attack there. Alright, so that's done, and due to the fact that my Unifier Victory countdown has been cancelled due to trouble with the autonom, which I don't know exactly why that happened. I'm gonna go and send these forces out to capture this capital here. And after I'm done with that, I'm gonna go after the other Turco player. That's the case. Gonna go and auto combat this one. Now, considering everything that I've learned in the last few games, which I've done off screen, I'm gonna go and think about my mod configuration with most of my units here, because I see now that I could do it much better here. First of all, I'm gonna go and switch this Oath of Loyalty with something more interesting or a higher tier mod. Especially since I have all of that Cosmite there lying around. I'm gonna go with this here. Now I want to keep a synthesis mod on because that allows me to integrate my infantry units, and that's something that I want to have here. However, what I'm thinking about is to make my basic core units more of a specialist type, which would utilize special attacks like this, let's say this positron discharge shield or this arc storm projector. And I suppose the positron discharge shield will be much useful here due to the fact that it will boost its defense, and it's very useful for a core unit because they are quite squishy, which is understandable. So I'm gonna go and mod these eviscerators here right now. Now the other unit, the planter. Now it doesn't necessarily need these synthesis mods because it is a cyborg unit, so it is integrated by default. So I'm gonna go and give it something better here. Now let's see, tier 2 or tier 3 mods. Let's go with the positron discharge shield here. Now I don't have many offensive mods available for biochemical units, so I'm gonna go and grab the Arcstorm projector here. This will boost its arc resistance, which isn't that useful against critical players since they rarely use those. In case of a defensive mod here, let's see. This works only on biological and cyborg units, so this won't be as useful as I would love it to be, because both the champion and the protector won't be affected by that. I could go for the time for data scrolls, and that would boost this unit's access. Rather, it would boost the defense against psychic attacks, as well as it will give a stack of precognition there, so let's go with something like that. Now here, this augur. Let's see now. Now this one is more of a support unit and uses these effects here to weaken the enemies, plus I need those demon shells to integrate them into the network, so I wonder if I could change something around here to make this unit more viable. Could give it the battle pattern analyzer, which would give it quick strike, which will allow it to give out some adversity. Let's see now. I believe I will remove the sedating decay component here in favor of the battle pattern analyzer. Let's do it this way. Now here, I'll leave the oath of courage for sure. However, I'm gonna go and exchange the arc retaliation defense for the positron discharge shield here. This will upgrade this unit's armor, plus it will give us a more powerful ability there. And I'm gonna go and exchange this Oath of Devotion for a offensive mod here. And I could go for either this positron arc projector, but I'm thinking about the stun module, so that my units, so this unit will stun when it attacks. So let's do it this way and upgrade all of these units. Here, on the other hand, I'm gonna go in and exchange this entropic radiation emitter for a entropy retaliation component. It's a tier 2 mod. It's a defensive mod, and it won't cost me any additional cosmite. So let's do it that way. Now here, I won't change this for sure. I'll leave the data scrolls. So I'm gonna leave it as this here. Now, this primary army. It's time for data scrolls here, so I'll leave those. And I'm gonna go and give this diviner, I suppose, an Arcstorm projector, or potentially the battle pattern analyzer. I believe that this might prove more useful, even though it is a lower level mod. Here, let's switch this Oath of Loyalty for a timed data scrolls mod. Now, Roxum. I'm gonna keep her mostly defensive. It's a cyborg, so it doesn't need the demon shells to be integrated, which is good. Could use another defensive mod here. Let's grab a positron discharge shield here. And a better offensive mod. Could go with an arc extension mod here. Let's do it this way. This hero, my commander, will be as he is. I'm already almost out of Cosmite here. Now I have this Justicard here, who is a elite unit, but it's mostly a support unit in my opinion. However, I'm gonna go and switch his mods up a little bit more. I'm gonna go and switch his Demon Shield for the Positron Discharge Shield here. And I'm gonna go and switch this other Demon Shield for the self-repair systems. And that will be all for modding right now.
Positronic technologies employ high-energy antimatter in arc weapons. Anti-electrons collapse electrons into high-energy gamma radiation. Like all antimatter, if not properly applied, catastrophic explosions ensue. We're sure we've worked that part out. Dr. Dewey Dallas, Paragon High Energy Labs.
Alright, that's done. Now, I could go for some high-level mods here, and I suppose I'm gonna go do that. Especially since I want to upgrade my frontline units right now. I'm gonna start with the exponential decay so I could upgrade my seer units with some better offensive mods here. Especially the structural integrity diminisher, which reduces armor and shields by 1 with each hit.
We know there's a mole in the organizations.
Alright, let's do that. Now, I'm gonna go and use more energy to prepare some additional operations here, and I have access to an additional doctrine slot, so let's use that to boost our offensive capabilities. Could go with the Warmonger here, could go with the Technologist, or I could go with Loyalty to the Flag. That would allow me to control the outbound banners in combat. Let's try this one out. Didn't use it before, so it's a good experiment for me. And let's keep going for this colony here. Here on the other hand, let's prospect the other sectors. And let's set the scout further out so I can see what's going on over here. Alright, that's active.
Doctrine enacted.
Now, this shouldn't be a tough fight. I suppose it would be quite easy, honestly. So let's move in here with my forces. Gonna use these 3 stacks, this is more than enough. Let's see how the battle fares. If I won't suffer any losses, then I'll leave it. If not, then I'll try to do better. go, no problems there. Thanks to that I managed to conquer this player here. Now, my other order of business will be to take out this other critical player there. But first I'm gonna go and annex this colony here. After I'm done with this one. I still need one more turn to annex column with. I'm wondering whether or not I should go with the plan here, especially since I had that Unifier victory cancelled, which is a hit. Now let's see here. This is a command unit, so let's grab Air Commander now. Although, the way I look at things here, maybe that's not the best play here because he doesn't have any air unit right now. So let's go for assisted breach. And I got a little more cosmite right now, so let's use that to my advantage. Let's boost this hero up a little bit. He's using the energy blaster rifle that allows me to boost his offensive capabilities with some arc mods. I'll leave the arc storm projector out because he fights from a distance much more than from close range. So let's use the arc extension module here. Now the other thing, got this Ode of Devotion. I suppose I'll leave that. I got this Ode of Purity, which I wish to exchange for the Time Thread data scrolls for extra precognition. Alright, let's confirm that one. Now I've already upgraded this one as well, so I could now upgrade this monitor here. Let's see some tier 2 or tier 3 mods. Got this immolation matrix, so let's use that. And also I'm gonna go and grab a better defensive mod here. Let's grab the discharge shield here. And this is all of my cosmite right now. Now, let's start pushing our forces south against the other critical player there. This one's defeated.
Production ready.
Got a better upgrade here. Gonna go and let's see here. Still got a bunch of upgrades here to do, so I won't remove the production sector yet. However, I won't upgrade anything here, so I'm gonna go and reduce the production here and switch it up for extra research capabilities here, as well as let's see if I can boost those too. No, not enough. However, I'll leave those at above 56. This way I'll have a happiness event every other turn, and the rest I will move into food production, so it will boost my growth a bit more. And let's use energy production here.
Production ready.
Here on the other hand, this is production colony. I won't build any units right now, so I'm gonna go and change this up a little bit more. and focus on energy production here, and the rest on research.
We might.
Operations primed and ready.
Now, I'm not priming anything, so I will use that to prime a infiltrate an operations center, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm not using that. No, since I just researched that one. Let's prospect more sectors here. I'm gonna go and leave this one out because that hit me quite hard, and I suppose it will be much faster to simply eliminate the other enemy right now than to wait for the timer to run out. And I want to show you guys what happens when you finish an empire. Mode conquest. Now I have this Kirko settlement here. It's quite well made, I must admit, although there's a few changes that I would do, honestly. First of all, it doesn't have any residential sectors, and that thing I want to change. So let's see. The other thing is that it doesn't have any production sectors and still needs to upgrade its food production here. So I'm gonna go and remove the research upgrades from Raspberry Rush and switch it to production here. And the other thing that I'm gonna do is I will switch choking stacks from research to residential sector, and I will use this colony here as a food production sector here, rather a food production colony, because I could use that still. The other thing is that I can annex another sector for this Q dot here. I've got 3 sectors available here. I mean, I still can use some more sectors here. I was thinking, you know what, maybe I will do it in another way. I will focus this colony for research, and this colony I will use for food production. I believe this will be even better. So right now I really need a production sector here. So I'm gonna go and grab this one here, and I'll use it for production. The reason is that I want to change this sector for a residential one, while this one will be another food sector. And when I'm done with all of the upgrades, which I doubt that will happen, I will switch this one for a orbital relay. This way I will have max efficiency. Now, Frag City Ruins is not used for anything right now, so let's use that to build a residential sector there. Let's switch this from auto to manual, and let's boost the growth here and production. Alright, and I suppose that's done, so let's end turn. They want a truce, but I won't accept that. However, I will accept the intelligence sharing here.
It is a matter of our security to know every discovery ever made by all other worlds in our reach.
Alright, fine by me. Now, I'm still researching some operation technologies here. Let's grab this, since it's in the way. Anyways, Claudius is a technologist there. No breaches found. I don't know what happened there, that I went from integration state to war. That was strange, to say the least. Now let's infiltrate river cost racks here. This will make using operations against them much
Operations
easier.
primed and ready.
Now, let's start with using some offensive operations against him. Let's see here. I have the internal system overload hack. I have the 0-day vulnerability. Can start with that here. Now I'll start priming, but I'll start priming the internal system overload hack won't be useful here because he doesn't use any mechanical nor cyborg units. So I suppose I will go for energy siphon right now. However, I will drop this one here somewhere in the back of his colonies. Here, let's say. This will reduce his happiness gains here.
Production ready.
Now here. Got this done. However, I still don't have all upgrades made. So I will leave that production sector here as well. However, I'm gonna go and there's the happiness here as well as the research. Can do this for you. So since that changed, I'm gonna go and ask Claudius Proton to hit somewhere here. Please, I'll try. Alright, work coordination on. Try to hit here. Right.
Happiness event in colony.
Good main point, my food production colony. Now I'm not producing anything here right now, so let's switch this up a little bit. That's more like it. Although I don't have any uses for having so much happiness here. It's better to have either slightly above 50 or have it above 100. This way I would have the events with in 2 turns or 1 turn, and that would be the most efficient way, I suppose. So let's use the rest for research. Let's move the rest of my armies here. Let's ask these guys to join me and absorb this colony. Let's move the rest in here as well. Let's take a closer look here. Now let's see here. Created these and these. This one as well. So now all that's left are these sentinels here. let's... Let's switch this old of loyalty for an immolation matrix here. I believe I'm gonna leave the self-repair systems here right now, because these are good mods either way. Here I am already upgraded. Could switch the mods up here. These are already switched up. Now I'm gonna go and exchange this trooper for a watcher here. And I'm gonna go and exchange this planter for another champion rank stack. Like this right now. What I'm aiming at is I'm trying to increase my army power as much as possible, while considering the composition of the stacks as much as possible. Now these units are second line units, so I won't upgrade them as much as I do these guys here. I'll leave this one here for now. Regeneration spores and the amphoric spores are gonna stay where they are. This one's upgraded, this one can switch the poison glands out for something else, but that would force me to let's give it the Arcstorm projector here. It's a little risky, I feel, but it might prove useful in the long run. Let's use the arc discharge shield here. Use the defensive capabilities. And here I believe I'm gonna go and leave things as they are. I am however gonna go and upgrade this hero because he could use some better mod. Time for data scrolls, for example. Alright. Let's move around here. Prospect more sectors. Down here. Raspberry Rash is not a good research sector, since this one is much better here, even though there is this research station which benefits from this exploitation here. I'm gonna go and switch these up. So let's remove this here. And I'm gonna go and switch this one for a residential sector. Herbal health supplements will use the community wellness center here. After I'm done with that, I'm gonna go and remove the 3 junction aggro upgrades and switch them to production. Alright, I started a new tune, however we are already over time. So I'll end the episode here. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this episode, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment my videos. It means pretty much to me. And see you around.